And welcome back to Retrospect My Fantasy, where we are currently taking a look at the Final Fantasy franchise, and we're working on installment number 13. Now, before we get into the game, got a couple things to go over. Number one is that we are partners with Humble. So, if you're thinking about picking up any games anytime soon, please use this link right there. That gets you to the Humble homepage. And from there, you can go to Humble Monthly, which is a monthly subscription service. Kind of like a Loot Crate or a Bark Box, but for games to your Humble library. The second option available to you is the Humble Bundles, which are frequently similar items bundled together for a really good price, where you then get to select where the money goes to the developers, to the Humble staff, to charity. You get to kind of customize how the money divvies out. Or if you just do it straight up, I want to say it's evenly split between the three if you don't go into custom selection. Or you can go to the Humble store, which frequently has items on sale that are not generally on sale in places like Steam or Uplay or Origin, and they're usually really, really good sales. But beyond all of that, by using that link, you'll pick yourself up some awesome games, which you were already going to do. By using that link and going to Humble, you're going to help support charities. Awesome. And what makes that link special is that by using that, you also help support this channel. All the money from our donations, from our subscribers and bits, all that is going to go towards our next project to improving the stream, which right now is improving our lighting. Please help support some charities, help support the channel, and use the link next time you are thinking about picking up any games. And the last thing before we get back into the game is that tomorrow, starting at noon Pacific time to however long it takes, we're having ourselves a bonus stream and giveaway, where I'm going to be playing Telltale's The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, giving away a copy of said game, as well as a copy of Psychonauts, both of which are Steam keys, so be warned. Also, 3 $20 Steam gift cards. So, if any of that sounds awesome to you, please stop by tomorrow, come hang out while I play an awesome game and do some amazing giveaways. If you need the reminder, that link that I just put into chat takes you to our events page where you can set up yourself a reminder. Also, I'm going to be throwing a link into Twitter before I go live and before each giveaway. So if you follow me on Twitter, you will know when those are about to happen as well. So, let us get back to the game. So, I almost did it again. So, last time on Final Fantasy 13. It turns out that the leader of the Sanctuary is actually a Fal'Cie, and that Pulse as a whole, sorry, not Pulse. This world was essentially designed or created by the Fal'Cie in order to create humans, which they use as slaves / maybe food and definitely weapons. After we beat him up a little bit, he just kind of laughed at us and sent us on our merry way and sent us to this area, which seems to be kind of a proving grounds. It's hard to say, really. Why am I saving? I just loaded. I did a little bit of grinding after I got home from work, before the start of the stream. I mean, you've missed a lot of the game, but have you really missed anything? And so we're a little bit stronger than we were before, but not spectacularly so. Most all the characters have filled in their 3 primary jobs. And I immediately noticed, and I didn't think about this, oh boy, when we were talking about leveling up systems a few episodes ago. Actually, it was more than a few. Final Fantasy 13 also has the same problem that 10 had, or has, and that 12 had, which is if you extrapolate to the logical end that these characters will have, they will all end up identical. I mean, that was part of the whole point of what they did with the remake of 12, was they wanted to make characters not be identical. So, I mean, it's... Oh boy. Oh, that was very close. So, all the things that are wrong with 13 are actually kind of minimal in and of themselves. Like, the storyline's a little... The actual characters are mostly pretty good. The overarching storyline is fine, just told kind of clumsily. The combat system isn't great, but it's... I mean, it's serviceable. There's just not a whole lot of nuance to it. And considering it's our main way of interacting with the game, that's a bit of a problem. The level up system isn't great. They don't really explain anything, which is funny because if you think about some of the things that I've talked about before, it's like games spend too much time expositing. The problem with this game is it doesn't spend nearly enough time expositing. So we have no context. We know l'Cie are bad, and that people consider the fal'Cie bad, except they use the fal'Cie all the time for basic functions. Some of them even know it and don't say or do anything. And why are the l'Cie and the fal'Cie bad? So far, which we're most of the way through the game, we don't really know why they're considered bad. They just are. So based on what we know, we can kind of do some extrapolations. So what we know is that when the fal'Cie choose humans to be l'Cie, to be their servants, they give them a vision of what they're supposed to do, except the vision is kind of foggy and kind of pieced together and not really clear, so it's hard to tell exactly what they want done. And if you don't do it, you get turned into a horrible monster. Okay, so now we know why the fal'Cie are considered bad. But why are l'Cie considered bad? Just because they do the bidding of unknowable godlike beings? Are we trying to go with a storyline about religion is yet another storyline in the Final Fantasy oeuvre about religion, blindly following religion being bad? Is that what they're going for with this one? Because that was the overarching storyline of 10, is that blindly following religion is bad. You gotta think for yourself sometimes. So is that what they're doing with this one as well? Or is this a story about xenophobia? Because there's also the whole Pulse versus Sanctuary thing. And how xenophobia is bad, and like, because we have two characters with us that are from Pulse. And most people would consider them horrifying monsters just because they're from Pulse. And most people consider us monsters because we're Pulse l'Cie. Even though we're not from Pulse, but just because we were selected by a Pulse the Sea. So just even the association with Pulse is bad. So there definitely seems to be a xenophobia thing going on. And this is partially what I mean by the clumsiness. It just seems like this game had way too much going on and they weren't really sure where they wanted to go with anything. Oh, he ran away. So it just kind of makes things confused. But if when we look at the world, there's clearly been some sort of cataclysm that launched Pulse off of Sanctuary. Some sort of giant explosion or something. Something bad happened long ago in the past. But we're not given the information we need to make informed decisions on, like, it's okay if a game wants to keep portions of the storyline hidden. Like, even far deep into the background and barely tell us anything. The problem is that we don't even know enough to really make many guesses. So, like, even our speculation is, at best, rough.
So, we really are being trained to attack.
What? I kept on calling it Sanctuary. Is that the name of the government? Sanctuary? Or have I just been effing up this whole time? Because both are equally logical. Hey, these polyhedrons have faces, apparently. And that is what we want to fight, because those things... can heal themselves, apparently. But they're not very strong, so... Also, even though we keep on gaining levels and like we definitely are becoming more powerful. One thing I will give this game is they make every area, because they push you forward at the pace that they do without really being able to go back. Every area feels like, as long as you do just a little bit of grinding in the previous zone, every area feels like they're holding the levels back. Not the levels, the potential leveling back at such a rate that it feels right when you level up. Like, when you go into a new zone, you don't feel overly powerful in the new zone. You feel exactly as powerful as you did in the last zone. But that can't be, because you've definitely gone up in strength. So that means they're increasing by holding back levels, leveling up options. They are making the enemies the right strength for you. So in terms of, like, if you want to talk like good things about this game, even though the pacing is kind of bad, the challenges that you have to face as you continue through the game are correctly leveled for you. Wow. He's our first to break into a fourth job. What do we want from him? There's a lot of HP in medic. Let's go for medic. Nope. First one's 3,000? Damn. Well, he's not getting that anytime soon, but... Actually, yeah, he will. Just not right away. Alright, so she's done with Ravager. Actually, yeah, she's been done with Medic. Time for more Saboteur. Which she is pretty far behind on. So, like, even though I'm not a fan of this game, I do want to highlight its successes. And even though the pacing of the storyline and the levels is not great because they keep on pushing you forward, they do a good job of maintaining relative challenge. Which, if you don't know much about game development, means that they're doing an amazing job, because you always feel at about the same strength even though you're growing stronger all the time. Which, for some people, can be really frustrating. I know, like, to not have that, like, a strong sense of progression is definitely frustrating, but the skill that it takes to do what they're doing... Where's its face? Where's its face? Damn it! Is very difficult, so I applaud them on that.
Let's get this over with.
Because they've taken a very challenging concept and made it work for them. Circuitron, huh? Oh, they start off really weak, and then if they get to maximum, they blow up, don't they? Okay. I get it. They're made out of circuits, so when they get to a certain point, they explode. I get it. A bit of a different idea for a bomb, but it works. It's a lot of bombshells. Especially considering bombshells aren't really that good for leveling up gear, or upgrading gear. Oh, I don't think I got it. Oh well.
Nothing I can't handle.
Alright, yes, definitely kill the Circuitrons.
Nothing personal.
Whew. That could have been hurt. Could have been hurt. That could have hurt. Hey, Peniel. Vanille. I just can't talk today. Could you give us like a shoulder rub? Maybe a shiatsu massage? I don't know. Just muscles are a little stiff today. I don't know if it was punching too many robots or maybe getting hit with their horrible mechanical claws. I don't know, it's just not feeling good right now. We've almost got this guy licked. That's a good thing, because Lightning could not have taken too many more of those hits. That is one thing Lightning does not do, is take hits very well. She can dish out some serious ones, but... Getting a lot of those bomb ashes and bombshells. Ooh, another save point.
See when their full powers wake up.
That's a very good question, Vanille. You would know far more about that than we would. Not enough. 800's not that much. Alright. I guess we're fighting some slugs now. And did we...
Let's get this over
We
with.
did not get...
Out of my way!
Nutrient absorption, huh?
Nothing personal.
So these guys aren't that strong, but they can heal each other, or heal themselves with their basic attack. Alright. I buy it. They're kind of weird fungi slugs. So what else are there? There's some slimes. There's some more fungi slugs. There's some more slimes and fungi slugs. And there doesn't seem to be anything way the heck down here. Oh, there's a bunch of... Alright, so that's just showing us something that's up ahead. Alright, yeah, let's fight these slimes. We got this. Now that we're past the robots, we got this. Phosphoric ooze, huh?
Out of my way!
Aha! They give us poison on contact. Got it. But it's not a very long-lasting poison. Very interesting. I think, well, obviously, I mean, it's supposed to probably be more of like an acid, is probably more what they were trying to go for. In which case, that's a reasonable way of doing an acid. A very short-lived poison. Alright, time to get all those blitzes and... Or we're fighting the oozes first. Got it. So these guys are very... Both of these enemies are very weak. But they... One adds DOT, and one is able to heal itself. Lore Master, huh? Must have gotten a certain number of enemies on our database or whatever it is. Oh, I don't think I've actually shown that off. That's because I haven't really looked at it, because I think it's kind of interesting, but I think they did it wrong. So our data log shows us everything that we've been doing up to this point and what's going on, in case you've forgotten things. It also has a breakdown of every character that we've run into that was worthy of giving a name. The 13 days leading up to the Purge. So this is where we're supposed to be getting all of our information. So all these questions that I have that they're not telling us, instead of telling us, what they've decided to do is create an in-game encyclopedia for us to peruse as needed, or as much as we want, I guess. But Having this here is a great tool for if someone wants to remind themselves of something. It is not a tool for replacing actual storytelling. I know no one at Square is watching this, and they've probably learned their lessons from this anyway. But, just in case, having an in-game encyclopedia does not replace a story tool. It's a useful reminder tool, but not a story tool. Each one of these are 3,000? Jesus. Also, even though you can get into every other school of abilities, clearly, just by cost alone, they de-emphasize it, which I guess is a good thing. They make it difficult to have every character have every ability and be completely maxed out, so that's also a good thing. But the fact that it's still possible, I think if they had instead as a different route, if that's one thing that they really wanted to do, they could have either given Lightning or Snow, whichever, or both, considering they're really the primary protagonists. They have the most emotional investment in the Sarah storyline, which is the impetus for everything in the game. They could have had one or both of them be more modular in the sense that they don't actually give them a set list. They give you all the other characters and they split them up evenly among the other characters, and then have those two be fully customizable. That would have been a way to do it. Haha, slugs. You are mine. So in order to get the ability Cure, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15,000, as I think what Snow needs. So he's a way off. A ways off. So, he's probably not going to get there anytime soon. But you never know. It might happen. We might fight a boss that gives 10,000 XP. In which case, Snow will use it all on learning Cure. Alright, so we want to go after the fungus slugs.
Back me up.
Just because they're more annoying, in my opinion, than the slimes. Alright. Now, just the slimes. Video's not looking so good over there. Thank you, Snow. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of items out of that one. Dang. Alright, so we're supposed to go that way. But we can instead, because they showed us off, and this is actually one of the few like good branching paths. They showed us this existed long before we saw that path open up. So also, there's a lot of freaking slugs over here.
Nothing I can't handle.
That was a much better blitz.
Out of my way!
And Vanille's gonna die.
Nothing personal.
Well, maybe not. Maybe if they transfer over to mostly attacking snow. Last one. Whew. Barely got through that all alive. Fragmented oil, fragrant oil, and gummy oil. So I get what the fragrant oil would be used for, either some sort of like perfume, or actually maybe not a perfume, maybe it would like attract or repel monsters, or something like that. But what would you use the gummy oil for? A glue? That's the only thing that really comes to mind. More Slims! Oh, we got these guys good. They're screwed. Merge? Oh, that's totally not cool. These things can get together and grow bigger? Yeah, they can. And that is not insignificant. I might need to buy more Phoenix Downs soon. But I spent a lot of money buying other stuff long ago. Really? No trap? I was totally expecting a trap over here of some variety. Rainbow anklet. Okay. Yeah, I gotta know what it does. Increases daze resistance. Okay. Cast bravery when HP is low. Only functions once per battle. Well, that seems really dumb. Those auto things that only cast it at the beginning of battle and then let it wear off as normal are really dumb. If it is automatically giving me the equivalent of a spell, why isn't it just always on? And I can actually... Oh, what am I doing? And I can actually tell you the answer to that. That is because they did not want to have to code different instances of the same spell. It was a cost/time saving measure. That's why. But at a certain point, it just seems lazy. I mean, what would it have cost the studio to have someone code in add a slightly different code in that it doesn't wear off when it comes from this item. A few $100, all said and done. Even if they couldn't get it out for the console version, by the time they got it out to the PC version, years later, that could have been a bug fix or a patch. Alright, so let's upgrade. That doesn't upgrade very much. That doesn't upgrade very much. Nope. Nope. We don't really have any upgrade materials. All right then. So let's then shop and buy as many Phoenix Downs as we can. There we go. Spent all of our money on Phoenix Downs. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but screw it. Ooh. Are these Tengu?
Let's get this over with.
I mean, they're not calling them Tengu, they're calling Stikini, but yeah, they're definitely those enemies from 8 that dance around and cast BS spells on you. Also, some of the... I don't want to call it character dialogue, because it's not really dialogue in traditional sense, but the battle noises that some of the characters make. One in particular need some ADR, because they're already pushing Vanille as kind of... So I'm going to use terms that I don't really like because I don't have any other way of describing it off the top of my head. They're already using Vanille as jailbait. That is what they are doing. Come on, jump down. Thank you. And the reason they're doing it is because it's easy. They can get away with it because having a character that's like that is not uncommon in JRPGs and anime. And so they're taking advantage of a trope to satisfy a portion of the audience that I don't think they really need to satisfy in a JRPG. I mean, I don't go looking to JRPGs for my sex appeal. But then again, I don't go to games looking for sex appeals, so... Perhaps I'm in the minority in this realm.
Nothing I can't handle.
But she's fan service through and through. And they even passed that through into her sound files.
That's how it's done.
What's over here, precious? Is there a hidden item over here? Nope. Just another way down to try and ambush these guys. And it didn't really work. But that's okay.
Nothing I can't handle.
Yes, this one. Oh, snow got messed up. Great. Well, at least we still have lightning. Oh, hey. Snow got out of the daze really quickly. Or stop, or whatever it was.
Easy.
Well, it looks like we've got a lot more of this same thing ahead of us, if down below is anything to be believed. No items? Really? Alright, gang. Fine. Yeah, lightning is not a very good medic. Sentinel is where we'll push her through into next. Maybe I should just hold on to a lot of this experience, because I know that these are going to expand again. So we'll stop there. Yeah, we'll just hold on to a bunch of this experience and see when the next expansions happen. That's probably better than just spending it all willy-nilly anyway. Oh, Zaz. Ah, so close. He's almost there. He's almost got it all. Commando is done. Sentinel is done. Saboteur is almost done. Alright, so these guys are pretty much full on their actual assigned levels, and well, I did begin to go down some an additional path with snow. We're gonna stop that for... Those things look big and scary. I don't remember these. We're gonna stop that for a while and see when they expand again.
These things are alive.
What's this sanctum up to? Are they planning to start a war?
Yes. Yes, they are. It's the Sanctum. Did I get it by surprise? I did. This Bozoika. A block. It got a block in somewhere? Come on, Vanille. We really need you to put your back into it. So this is going to be kind of a rough fight, isn't it? Oh, dang. That was a big difference. Yeah, this guy's gonna hit pretty hard, but with it being poisoned, its defense being knocked down, and in general taking more damage from all the elements, it's gonna get hurt pretty bad here. Although, I'm kind of afraid of this Forged Blade ability, that it seems to be charging up. Maybe I shouldn't be, though. Doesn't seem to really be doing anything. Oh. It did get something. Okay. That was still only 512 XP. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to call it CP. I'm actually going to call it XP. Alright, time to stick our sword up its butt. Just like Bloodborne. Sword goes in, guts come out. What is it? Let's go to Try Disaster. Let's mess this guy up as quickly as possible. Let's build up that stagger meter like nobody's business.
You asked for it.
Alright, Vanille. Make it happen. Ho ho ho! That smite! Oh man! Smite is probably the best ability that Lightning has. Actually, there's no probably. It is the best ability that Lightning has. Alright, so when are the other two going to come to life? As we leave here, we're going to have to fight them both, right? That's how it's going to work? Oh no, really? Wow, okay. Good job, game. You surprised me.
Well, at least we shouldn't run into Psycom here.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, totally, right? That's never gonna happen here, where it's safe from Psycom. Nope. There's no way they could possibly get to us. Alright, she's done, he's done. Is she done? I don't remember. Ravager's done. Saboteur is not quite done. Alright, she's done. Is Hope done? Yep. And Zaz, who is the way better version of Barret. Just think about that for a second. Zaz is the non-racist Barrett. Alright, so we got a lot more slugs and slimes and more slugs and probably more slimes. Oh, no, these are weird little goblin bat thingies. Imps. Okay, these are imps.
Stay down.
Really? Is this the bets you got for imps?
Take this. Target's a target. Nothing personal.
They have smooth hide, huh? Oh, wouldn't have guessed that from imps. Orc armlet. Some slimes and imps, huh? Did we get the surprise? Did we get the backstab? We did not get the
Let's get this
backstab.
over with.
Oh well.
Wide open.
Yeah, we'll just go with Try Disaster. These guys are weak to magic. We'll just magic them out. And there we go. Simple as that. Ooh, more slimies.
You asked for it.
Yeah, she was already in Ravager. Does she really need to change from Ravager to Ravager? That just seems like a waste of time. Oh, good thing that one did not get merge off. Oh, it did. F. And now it's an alchemic ooze. Okay, so not only does it actually get bigger and subsequently tougher, but it actually straight changes class. Interesting.
Steady now.
Hey, that's right, we do have rays. Alright. Let's blast this guy apart. Alright, Vanille. We gotta catch him before he dies. And well, now you gotta raise him. No, this guy's dead anyway. Oh well. At least we didn't use any Phoenix Downs. Alright, so we got that. We'll tear these little imps apart and then go
Nothing I can't
after
handle.
The oozes. No, we want the imps first. The imps are a lot easier than the oozes. And so by killing them, we reduce the amount of damage that we take while fighting the oozes. Because the oozes can actually be pretty bad. Alright, now we're getting back on track here. As long as they don't merge. Oh, they can't now. Even better. Perfect. Well, I mean, not perfect. Not in the Mortal Kombat perfect way, anyway. That was a big-sounding boy over here. Oh, yeah? You a big guy.
This'll be interesting.
Hey, why don't we try a little bit of dirty fighting? Ow. What now? Okay, some poison. That's good. It's a good start. I mean, it doesn't exactly do a whole lot of damage, but it's something.
Keep the enemy off balance.
500%? Yeah, we're probably going to kill him before he gets there. Yeah, he surprisingly didn't do that much damage. Yep. Standing up right now. And his sword has a weird little buzzsaw on it.
Change of plan.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say a buzzsaw, but a spinning blade. Which, by the way, if you know anything about saws, that is spinning the wrong way. It actually wouldn't cut very well. You know, just to ruin the immersion. Ooh. Everything respawned on the other side.
Keep the enemy
Yeah,
off
just
balance.
tear him apart.
Target's a target.
Getting some nasty damage in, boy. Oh, God. That alchemic ooze came to life. Oh, that's really not good. Wonderful.
And so it ends.
Wonderful. Rip. My version of Rip is actually going to be the next emote. Once we get our next emote slot, that's what it's going to be. Alright, you know, let's just get rid of the imp. Just get it out of the way. Alright. Now... Hopefully we can get rid of one. Actually, hopefully we can get rid of two of them, but... Because if we can get rid of two in quick order, they won't be able to merge.
Target's a target.
Oh, that was so close. Glad we got it though. All right. Ooh. Hey there, treasure chest that I almost passed. With a new weapon. For a character that I don't use very much. And it's not even that he's particularly bad, it's just... I just don't use him very much.
Take this. Target's a target.
Okay, okay, we've taken care of quite a few of these guys, which is good, because they very quickly start tearing people apart. It doesn't take a whole lot of absorbing before they really rip someone a new one. Any reason to come down here and be in this fight? Not really? Okay. Any reason to go down that way? Nope. Alright. So there was a split path that really ultimately ended in
This'll be interesting.
nothing, aside from some extra XP. Gotta get rid of these things first. Alright, time for some dirty fighting. Come on, you gotta land that poison. Above all else, we gotta get him poisoned. There we go. With poison and his... Ooh. Well, that's not good. Yeah, your saw is working the wrong way too, buddy. Fortunately, thanks to the poison and the deprotect, we were able to tear him apart in no time. That is a very good sabotage combo. Hey, there's an item over here. So this one was worth it. Gargantuan claws. That sounds awesome. I mean, I know it's just a crafting material, but it sounds awesome. Alright. Wait. We attracted enemy attention over here, but there's no enemies over here. The nearest enemies are way down there. Oh, it's charging up to meet us. I gotcha. Whatever. It's just a
We can
behemoth.
win if we stay focused.
Dirty fighting. Vanille, would you do us the favors of landing Deep Protect and Poison, please? And Lightning, would you do us the favor of not getting right in its face when it's attacking Snow? Well, hey, we got Deep Protect. It's half the combo. Now we just need Poison. Don't really care about D-Shell. I would rather you just get Poison, please. I know you can't hear me, but still.
You asked for it. Oh, yeah? Don't give up!
And now it's going to heal for a whole hell of a lot. Alright. Let's keep him down. Let's tear him apart. We got this. It's no big deal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got this. We don't even need the healing anymore. That's how confident I am in this. Honestly, No, we did need some of it, but not as much as we were receiving. I probably could have cut the healing before I even hit the halfway point and just did aggressive assault and gotten there, and no big deal. We've got a lot of XP once we finally expand our Crystarium again. Alright, get rid of the imps. We'll be able to... Wow.
Easy.
I wasn't sure that you could actually defeat them before they transformed. It's good to know. So there's other enemies over there. But is there a reason to go over there? Yes, there is. Okay. Ooh, an Ether Sol. I don't think we've used many of that item. We mostly use the... Or maybe that's the one that we do use. We've mostly used the one that allows us to kill things faster. And I think we've only used 2 of those. For boss fights that gave us a little bit of trouble. Like our boss fight with Bartantalus and... What was it? Like the weird juggernaut thing that Hope later piloted. Kind of. Piloting that thing is a generous term for what Hope did. He just kind of smashed around with it. I mean, it suited our purposes, but it wasn't like elegant or anything. Earned any money? We haven't earned a damn cent. What's up with that? It's BS is what it is. Alright, so let's... How much farther to the next boss? Jesus. I think this is our longest... Oh. Never mind. I was gonna say, I think this is our... If much farther, this is our longest without seeing a boss, but here he is.
Brains?
What?
easy, guys. It's all right. Raines is a Sanctum officer. He's been helping us out.
Why are you here? Raines! You traitor!
Wow. He blocked that all with his hand.
I put you on the path. That was my focus.
You're a Lassie?
Since long before we met. I did my best to assist you, as bid by the Sanctum Fal'Cie. Now do you understand? The Fal'Cie have watched over you, guiding your every step.
Interesting.
The luck that saved you time and again was a deliberate machination. Why, you may ask? The Primarch, or should I say, Bartandalus, is crafting you into the instruments of Cocoon's demise.
Why?
We've been played for fools.
A Cocoon Fal'Cie? Why? Why? To restore the Maker.
The Maker?
The entity responsible for creating both humans and Fal'Cie. Long ago, the Maker departed this world, leaving the two races behind. In a sense, human and Fal'Cie are brothers, orphaned by the same parent. As for the humans, they forgot the order imposed by the Maker. They began to war amongst themselves for the first time in history. The Fal'Cie focused on recalling their lost deeds
Hey, Kasan.
and returning the world to
How you
its
doing?
former glory. This purpose lies at the heart of all their actions. Calling back the Maker requires a fitting sacrifice.
Yeah, we've heard. The destruction of Cocoon.
The lives of this world's entire populace in bloody tribute.
That was one hell of a catch.
That's crazy talk. I don't get it. Why do they need us? Couldn't the Fal'Cie end Cocoon with just a thought?
Their existence is bound to the creation.
I'm doing well, man.
of this
I'm sorry to hear
floating
that things aren't going so well for you
shell.
right
It is
now.
their very nature
Hope things
that
get a little
holds them
better.
in check.
You mean Cocoon Fal'Cie can't destroy Cocoon? They needed tools.
If we can stop this by doing nothing, we'll do nothing.
Noble. I expected as much.
Lied to us. What happened to your dream of rebuilding Cocoon for the people? Was it all a lie?
A shadow of a dream. From when I was human. It was
Just because
change
you're
I
Lassie
craved.
does not mean you're no
And
longer
once I
human.
built the influence to make things happen, there was change. I gained all the power I could hope for, but was a puppet with no will to wield it. It wasn't the Fal'Cie who changed. It was me.
You were made a Lassie?
A Lassie, tied to an inescapable focus, a slave of destiny. I'd lost hope. I'd all but given up on dreams of freedom.
Can we just fight this guy already?
What are you saying?
I'm here of my own accord, not by Fal'Cie order. Seeing you fight brought it all back. Brought back that future I once strove for. I, too, will challenge my fate.
Good. I mean, for you, you're gonna try and kill us. So that's not cool, but...
What?
Easy, guys.
If I can defeat you here, the Fal'Cie plan will fail.
Raines!
I will use all my remaining power. I will set you free!
It's an interesting idea you have there, Raines. What if I decide to punch you a lot? Ooh. You know, he seems to have set himself free, kind of. I mean, he definitely has interesting ideas. And I don't agree with him pretty much at all, but, you know, I mean... Yes, guard against... meta guard. Okay, at least we got element down on him. Can we get deep protect or maybe... Oh, and we got poison on him. Nice. Alright. So now he's pretty screwed. Oh, now he's definitely screwed.
Follow my lead.
The Valsea has no hold over me.
Good. Good for you. Can you help us fight the Valsea instead of fighting us? Do you listen to reason?
My will is my own. My will
Oh.
is my strength.
Well... Why can't we do that? Alright, more dirty fighting it is then. We need to cast D-Protect on you, D-Shell. I mean, we're just gonna slowly tear apart all of your defensive bonuses that you placed on yourself. It's cool, man. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Meanwhile, you will barely hurt Snow at all.
On your guard. The Valsea has no hold over me.
You know, he's said that a couple times. I think he's trying to convince himself. I don't think he's actually free. At least I don't think he really believes it.
My will
Come on,
is my
please get
strength.
poisoned, man. Also, that ability really hurts.
Not yet.
Well, he did get poisoned.
Let's go.
But we really need some healing, so let's get this healing going. Because we need that more than anything else right now. And with the poison slowly ticking away at him, he'll get taken care of. We can worry about D-Protect and D-Shell in a moment. Well, he cured the poison,
Valsea has no hold over me.
and that's not good.
My will is my strength.
Dang it. Dude, you need to stop it with those really dumb abilities.
Thank you.
I am not a fan. Gotta say. Vanille, could you pick Snow... Thank you. I didn't think picking up our Guardian would be such an issue for you. How did he heal?
Thanks.
Oh, he did. Okay, good. Well, I mean, it's slow, but we are taking him down, and we're keeping ourselves alive.
My will is my strength.
That one hurts a lot. But hey, we're up to almost 200% damage, so that's something, right? Alright. Saboteur, come on. Come on, baby. Take him down. I know you got this, Vanille. In this fight, you're the key to our victory. Quite literally. Alright. Now, here we go. Oh, he got rid of the poison. Darn it. Oh well. He still got deprotect, so... Good job. There we go. We got him. We got him. Tetratic Crown, and then the Moogle Works. Whatever the Moogle Works is, I'm sure it's another store, because that's what you seem to get from bosses, is new stores. That's kind of a weird thing, by the way, that you get stores from bosses.
Ironic, isn't it? The only thing I wanted was a moment of triumph. How it ends isn't...
I mean, I know it wouldn't be going with the storyline, but shouldn't there be an alternate ending right here where he kills us? We get it. We see an ending. We get a game over screen, and we get to pick back up from. Oh, his focus was to lose here.
What? Did he complete his focus?
Must have.
I don't think so.
All Reigns did was try to save Cocoon in his own way. His own way. Hey!
Where are you?
Snow!
Where is?
I think Reigns was searching for a way to make us understand. To understand the frustration of being a l'Cie bound to a focus.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know that.
What it
You
meant
are
to be human.
l'Cie bound to a focus. So we lost Snow. Oh, okay. No, we didn't. That must have... Yeah, that was the way we came in. So here, but our Crystarium expanded, so let's level up some more. Oh, holy cow, this is a really big one. Look at some of the... Damn it. Like, these are some big An ATB level? There's a lot going on these ones. Alright, well, let's see what Sentinel looks like way up here at the highest level. Or what might be the highest level. Dispelaga. Oh, he gets counter. Reprieve, huh? If HP is above a certain threshold, retain 1 HP when attack would otherwise KO you. Interesting. Interesting. Got some very good stuff going on here. If only we could really gain access to any of it. So what do we got here? Curasa, so just massive curing. Another accessory. I was hoping there was going to be another one in these trees. Kiraja. Our characters are going to grow very powerful on these trees. And we'll also get your medic up, so at least we have 2 good medics. And we'll get a Ravager. And then another Sentinel. Wow. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised when we're this far up the tree that it's that expensive, but I am, a little bit. Everybody's getting Dispelaga. Ooh, what does Vendetta do? Counterattack after defending, dealing more damage the more you were attacked. Interesting. That is an interesting ability. And is this our first boss fight where we haven't... Never mind. There's a save point right here. Moogle Works, huh? What's over here at Moogle Works? Charges a single ATB gauge segment prior to battle. Well, that seems really powerful. Increases the odds of obtaining items after battle. That also seems really powerful. Alright, well. We've killed our only ally that's not on our team. So, let's see what's next. I was wondering if this was going to happen. I didn't recall. But, I mean, it's an elevator segment in a video game. That's where this sort of stuff happens, so... Not in the least bit surprised. I want to say the first time I ever experienced that in a video game was Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, where you ride in an elevator and enemies drop down on top of you. Also, our camera angle is slowly going farther and farther away. That's interesting. Not like in any fundamental way, just interesting. Okay, so we've got some slimes and robots fighting over there. Looks like we might be able to jump down there. But let's go fight some slimes and robots. We've still got plenty of time left. So let's get our fight on. So I don't like the robots, so we are gonna fight the Pulsework Knights. apparently Snow is going to single-handedly take out all of the Slimies. All the Gats. There we go. All done. We're gaining a lot of arrows on our the C marks, by the way. Isn't that supposed to be the sign when things are going pretty bad for us? Is when all the C marks are full of arrows? Trying to make sure I'm not missing any like items or anything. I don't see any bobbing little item chest ball things. Okay, so this time we're gonna go for the slimes. We're gonna go for the oozes. And of course the knights immediately go for us. Ah, shit.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll go for this one. Ho ho ho! Light, you were almost a goner, and Vanille is. Wonderful. So we're gonna have to redo this one.
Just like that.
Hot damn. Those guys were not joking. Alright, Pulsework Knights it is then. Really? God dang.
How can it end like this?
Okay. No, we don't need Tri-Disaster. Diversity. That'll probably be our best bet. I wish I could set priority on things like healing over status effects. Yep, Snow's going down, and then Vanille shortly after.
Thanks.
Much appreciated.
Veniel, please heal yourself. Holy crap. Okay.
How can it end like this?
Okay, okay. Sure. We'll use the defensive one, allowing us to survive some extra hits.
Now or never.
Snow's strong enough that, although not very strong in magic. I almost wonder if I should use a summon here, but it almost feels like a waste. Also, not everybody has a summon yet, and that seems really weird. At least it does to me. Alright, so they're gonna merge. And we just need to try and take down this Pulsework Knight as quickly as possible. That way we don't have two enemies that are fighting us on different fronts. And only taking half damage from these enemies really helps a lot, you know? Who would have guessed? Alright. Alright, back up to aggression. Yeah, we got this. We got this now. We just needed a little bit of a boost in defense. Yeah, they take, especially these ones. This is the first one that we've run into that have had the merge mechanic. And also the first ones that we've run into that have the ability to, like, do an acidic burn. Which is like almost like a poison stack, but not really. And combining them with the Pulsar Knights does make for a far more interesting challenge. They're both weak to magic, kind of. The Pulsar Knights, obviously you want to get them to stagger, because that is when you're able to actually hurt them the most. And then the slimes are literally weak to magic. Actually, aggression is the better for these guys. One one's gonna self-destruct. And that was the end of lightning.
Just like that.
It's a cool electricity effect on the ground there. There we go. Now we don't have to take the, like, 4 freaking seconds, which is a lifetime in these battles, to switch. Also, that is actually something that is complete and utter BS. The fact that it takes so long to switch paradigms actually makes these battles... actually, here's what I bet happened. They tested it with paradigms happening right away, and battles were too easy. So then they switched it up by making paradigms take for freaking ever, making some of these battles far more difficult than they otherwise would have been. Concentrating on Knight C for some reason, but okay. Whatever. It ultimately doesn't really matter what the order in, as long as we get them all without lightning dying.
Thanks.
So I was trying to think of, just now, I was just trying to think of reasoning behind, in-game reasoning, why when one person goes unconscious, we lose the fight. And the only thing I can think of is that we need all 6 people to complete our focus. And when someone goes unconscious, when the leader goes unconscious specifically, they turn into... I can't remember what they're called, the weird zombie things. Seath. And that's why it's a game. That's why it's a failure state. That's the best I can come up with. But then I don't know why it's not for everyone. Why it's only the team leader that gets that provision. Especially when currently our entire team can bring someone back from the ground, from unconsciousness. They all have that ability. It just seems like a really not very well thought out failure state. But maybe the game was too easy without having a failure state that harsh. Like, I'm grasping at straws here for why the failure state is the way it is. It's just kind of weird and doesn't seem particularly well thought out for any sort of in-game mechanic outside of, or storyline reason, outside of like legit just making the game more difficult. We want you, because you can hurt our team in ways that are normally not an issue. Alright, well now that he's gone, now let's just mop up the robots. this proving ground is actually, aside from the amount of experience that we're getting, is actually a pretty good test of our skills.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
So the next person weapon that I'm probably going to level up is probably going to be Vanille's. And it's going to be her healing staff because... Oh, we also found the button that shows me what all the abilities do and whatnot. And the one that... one of Vanille's weapons, the one she's wielding right now, has the improved cure. And it's all cure spells, not literally just cure. So that's probably going to be the one that I'm going to level up for her, because it'll increase her magic through the roof, hopefully. Although the abilities don't scale, the bonus abilities that are on these weapons. So I don't know, it kind of makes wanting to level up weapons lessened. No save point here, huh? There's always been a save point at one of these intersections. What are they changing up on me? It's not good. Yeah, not getting anywhere anymore. These level ups are harsh. But it had to happen at some point, right? That's just how it works in JRPGs. At some point, leveling up becomes a pain in the butt. $6,000? Jeez. Not cool, man. Hey, he's got Dispelaga now. And Snow still has far and away our most hit points. Wow, I like how they all turn, immediately see me, and are ready for a fight. So we want to kill all the imps first.
You're going down.
Because although they are not particularly difficult, they do offer a fair amount of damage. Ow. So some of these are clearly supposed to be like, I don't know, like puzzle fights. Like, we're supposed to figure out how we're supposed to beat these certain enemies. Like, what was it? Not that long ago when I had the, what was it? The slimes and the, yeah, the slimes and the robots. That was clearly what seemed to be like a puzzle fight. In that, if I had been willing to puzzle it out, I could have found the exact combination of classes to use and sequence of enemies to attack to perfectly beat that fight. But it's not like it was a boss fight or anything. And having just kind of random puzzle fights seems very odd. Oh, that feels better. I've been trying to pop my shoulder back into place for a couple days now. And I've learned kind of the feeling that it gets when the muscles are kind of pulling it back into place a little bit, but not completely. And it starts to get tight, and I can just feel it. And if I wrench back on it, it'll pop it back in. Don't get hit by cars while on a bicycle. It really messes things up. Knocks a lot of stuff out of whack. Okay, so now we've got a behemoth with nothing. Just a behemoth. All right. Well, this one we can do pretty easily. We've been doing behemoths pretty well with this combo. Especially if we can land Deep Protect and Poison. Then when he goes to phase 2 and pulls the sword out of his head, we'll be fine.
Come on then.
Really? You have a standing challenge with Snow, and yet you go after Vanille? Come on, Vanille. Get poison. Thank you. Now to punish. We're gonna need some healing. But this guy's already lost, so we just need to heal to make sure that we don't accidentally die. See? Even the fights that should be difficult, like a behemoth, once you figure out the pattern, this is true of all, like, RPGs, actually just pretty much all games in general. If you figured out how to easily defeat an enemy, but then they keep throwing that enemy at you, it really lessens that fight. And we are not on the right one. Oh well. Hopefully we'll still be able to get one or two of them before they self-destruct. Nope. That means we're going to get very little XP for this fight. Yeah! Only defeated one. Good job. Whatever. So we need to defeat the wizardly one, and then from there, it doesn't matter. The Stikini. please cure light. Thank you. No. Oh, look at that. Wasn't that wonderful?
Can it end like this?
So, aren't these enemies supposed to be fighting each other in the battle, not just fighting me? I'm pretty sure that's what they told us at the beginning of the game during that portion of the tutorial. Is that when you see enemies fighting each other, they fight each other. But that's not really what we've experienced. Alright, this one should be better. Oh. The Neil is real hurt bad. Actually, we're all hurt pretty bad. Oh, and he's totally going to transform here in a moment. So we need to land. Alright, well, we got Deep Protect. That's something. D-Shell, don't care. Get poison on him, please. Well, didn't land poison. You're failing me right now, Vanille. I'll just go to Tireless Efforts. Snow and lightning can hurt him enough just with T-Protect. Which, by the way, seems to be one of the most powerful D-Protect and D-Shell. Those seem to be the most powerful Saboteur abilities. Ooh, where does this one go? Okay. Well, let's fight dirty. Ooh, Deep Protect and elemental reduction. And oh yeah, this guy's going down.
I'm the one you want.
Can we get poison on him? Just make things a little easier. Yep.
Follow my lead.
Alright. Fight's over.
Thanks.
Even if he can cure some of these things, the fight's over. We will have done enough damage to him just with poison. If he has any cure spells, that the fight will be pretty much over. Snow, would you please stop fighting a sword and come and fight the big monster that controls the sword? That'd be really nice. Oh, so you got rid of Deep Protect. And D-Shell. But it's mostly too late. So I'm still trying to figure out the best way to actually make the actual mechanics of the giveaway happen. And depending on how things roll, I might just put all of the followers that I have into a spreadsheet. Just put all your names in. Because I haven't found a tool that works exactly the way I want yet. And then just pull up a digital dice roller and... or random number generator and put in my variables. Like, that's my backup plan for this. Because the one that's on here, on my Streamlabs chatbot, does not...
Take this.
It doesn't have access to my entire follower list. Actually, let's see something here. Does it even have... What am I looking for? There it is. Yeah, it can't even properly track.
Thanks.
Like, there's just some things that it can't properly track. So I've been looking at some other random giveaway tools online, and some of them seem like they might work. I'm going to try them out tonight and tomorrow before the actual giveaway. But I've got that in the random number generator and spreadsheet primed and ready to go, just in case. So we'll see how this mechanically works out. Okay, so we had better get something awesome. Electrodes. 3 electrodes. I don't know if that was worth it or not. I kind of doubt it. But it was a branching path. There's so few of those that we had to take it. What time is it? 8:57. We'll go a little long tonight. Not too long. We'll go for another half an hour. We'll go until 9:30 Pacific time. A little bonus content. Just because I wanna see the end of this area if possible. And if we can get to the end of this... Sorry, okay. Let me change that. Half an hour or until the end of this area. Whichever comes first. Nope. You gotta go, buddy. And now you don't have a giant behemoth trying to stop me from killing you. God.
Just...
That
like
ability
that.
of theirs to lock someone down really pisses me off when it lands on the team leader. Every time I lose when it's just the team leader having taken any serious amount of damage, I get a little salty because of that, because this is the... Like, this is actually like the 20th Final Fantasy game, despite it being called 13. This is literally the one and the only game where that is the case. Where when the team leader, of course this is really the only time that we've ever had a team leader, goes down, fight's over. when there's no reason for it.
Oh, yeah? You can do it!
Thanks.
Oh, this one's down. There we go. Transept. The only one of these small areas that they've named that makes any sort of sense is the mezzanine. Like, that is a word that actually exists. Wow, that guy, the stagger drops super fast. We're getting him. After this, he'll fall apart. Actually, depending. No, we're not gonna get. Dang. I was hoping we just might barely get in Smite right at the end there. Or whatever it's called, the one where lightning just ruins an enemy in a single hit. Alright, Snow. Now you can fight the giant sword all you want. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. It's just a giant sword attacking you with its seeming own free will. Come on. We're big, tough heroes. We should be able to take that. Why can't I stand on that pedestal? Looks awesome. Another boss fight? Oh, I don't see any enemies. Alright. I guess, I mean, it sucks that it takes so long for us to transform into our new paradigm. However, we do still build meters, so if you do it right after... then it's not so bad. Like, if you're quick on the draw, changing immediately after that, those attacks land. Huh. I wonder what he's going to do. we go. Got rid of the bad guy. Like, or the worst guy. And now we've got some healing going, and we're still doing some good fights, so we're still good to go. We got this. Come on, baby. Come on. Alright. There we go. Dang it. Two of you? Fine. Fine. We'll fight you. We'll get the XP and get the heck... Ah, crap. I almost wonder if we should kill the singular one as opposed to the one that's doing Forbidden Dance. Alright. Come on, Vinny. Oh, Light, you need some help bad. Neil? Thank you. Mmm.
How can it end like this?
Yeah, we're gonna this time we're gonna go after the singular one and not the duo. Because he's the one that does the most damage. So if we can take him out quickly. Thank you, Vanille.
You could do it!
I know. Because I'm lightning, I can do anything. Come on. Oh boy. Good job, Snow. You killed something all on your own. Oh, I was kind of hoping it would have a boomerang effect. Yeah, I just had that one night where things weren't so great, but I'm doing very well. Still going strong. Ooh. Piece of candy. Otherworldly bones. Why are we holding those? That sounds miserable. That's like holding the bones of Cthulhu. Yep. Not surprised. You know, you already threw two of these at me? And that was a while ago, and we're stronger now.
Why don't you just keep sleeping there?
Although I think we fought those one at a time. Oh, and we're fighting this one at a time too. So, that's gonna be easy. Come on, Vanille. You can do better than not landing a single status effect. Excuse me. Oh, well, we got Ruin on them and Deprotect, so that's something. Yeah, I don't care about the sword. Alright, Vanille, I get it. You're getting messed up. Ooh, Lightning was getting a little hurt there. Oh, it's because both the sword and the big giant monster are trying to fight her simultaneously. I gotcha. I'm onto you, game. Alright, let's go for a little more dirty fighting and see if we can't actually land poison. Well, now you need to start all over. Well, at least we got Deprotect and Peril on there. Well, no, we didn't get Peril. Well, damn. Looks like she's losing her touch. Well, we got Peril again, but still no poison. Vanille. You're disappointing. Nope. Of course, we landed as we're transforming into our super aggressive stance, where the poison will do very little for us. Of course, right? Oh well. She tried. She tried really hard, actually. (9:15). Still got 15 minutes in our extended time period. That's where I was going, right? Yeah, okay. Ah, so much. 6,000? That is a ridiculous amount of experience for a single level. Actually, no, it's not. It just feels like it's a lot. Considering the cost of the previous levels. Good job. Oh, we got the ATB? Good. Alright, and medic number 2. Actually, does he have way more magical power than she does? Man, that's messed up. I think she's supposed to be a white mage and he's supposed to be a black mage. And black mages typically have more magical power. So what's he at? 333. And she's at 230. Yeah, he's way more powerful than she is. We might have to do something about that. And by something, I mean just level up her weapon a whole bunch. Alright, so that's all the experience. Everybody got one thing out of all that experience that we had. So, magic attacks build it faster, but are weaker. And physical attacks take advantage of stagger more, but don't build it up as much. But it also deteriorates more slowly with commando attacks than Ravager attacks. It's a delicate piece of the puzzle when it comes to these fights. And God. We could have killed it, but no, Snow. You had to walk up and launch it out of Lightning's reach. Thanks. Oh, we might get another one before time's up with... or before the fight's over. Look at that 3 per... Yeah, we will probably get one more stagger in. And there it goes. Alright, time to save. And then... No, actually... We're going to upgrade. Where's it? Healer's Staff. Sure, we'll get rid of that. These bombshells are actually worth quite a bit. Ooh, those electrodes were pretty big experience. Not quite as much as I was hoping to get, but still pretty good. Level 5. Alright. Let's see what's beyond the door. That's an interesting locking mechanism. Kind of makes me wonder what we did to actually unlock it, aside from just stand in front of it.
Looks like it's a dead end.
Looks like a ruined city.
How about down there?
If the stories are right, it's a maze.
This place is a boot camp for Lassie. All kinds of challenges from Grand Pulse are waiting.
Challenges, huh? To get us all ready to go wipe out Cocoon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Here if turning Seath sounds better.
Not really.
I have had enough of this. Where's the way out?
Way out? Who said there was one?
Bring it on.
That was
My
an
mind
odd
is made
transition.
up. Maybe I will end up a Seath. But until that happens, I'm gonna make Sarah proud. I couldn't bring myself to admit that this tear meant goodbye.
Yep.
And that's why I kept searching for her. But I didn't need to. Sarah was here the whole time. Right here. Watching over me. Now I get it. What this tear's been telling me is to not let our focus win. It's not the foul sea we should listen to. It's Sarah and Reigns. Do you know why?
Because they completed their focuses?
tactics, our focus doesn't matter. What matters to me is that we protect Cocoon. Whatever it takes.
Same here. I'll help you do it.
All right. I'm in. Hey.
Yep. Looks like you got voluntold, Zaz.
I mean, come on.
If Chocobo's going,
Chocobo,
you have to as
you
well.
know you're on the right path.
There you go. That's
Well,
right.
count me out.
What?
Of course.
If you all want to go it on your own, then so will I.
Hey,
Bang.
hey, Al. Hey.
Let Cocoon
Really?
get what's coming. They hate us for being l'Cie. What's it to me if they die? Better that than watch a friend go seethe. If you don't have the nerve for it, I'll do it myself. Go on alone, get stronger, and smash Cocoon out of the sky! You turn seethe and there's no coming back!
You don't know that. Nobody thought that it was possible to come back from being, Crystal. Alright, so let's fight a summon. Oh god, we're fighting Bahamut. Also, this Bahamut looks like shit.
What's he doing here? Come to take pity on me? Come to take care of a broken l'Cie?
That thing's here to help us?
Yeah, help. That's what Eidolons do. They help us. Eidolons are our salvation. If we can't decide what to do next, they come put us out of our misery!
Wait, so you haven't made up your mind yet?
Why are you protecting me? What are you doing?
Protecting one of our own.
Wait,
We can do without their brand of mercy. And we don't need a FF13's orders either. I'm fighting this focus to the end.
did
We all are. So please, fight.
did he
with
just
us.
deflect Mega Flare with his arms? Alright, so how do we take down Bahamut?
Ready when you are!
Is it going to be with Chain? Yes, it is with Chain. Okay. Wow, okay, that was a whole lot of attacks all at once. Did we just... Yes, we did. God dang, Bahamut hurts. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. It's Bahamut, but still. Well, there goes lightning, and Fang's about to die. So...
Thank you.
All in the wrist!
So this one is, you know, a bit dangerous. You know, Bahamut, he's not exactly known for playing nice. Damage is usually the name of his game, and that really hasn't changed. There we go. Got him. looks so dumb. Fang has gained an ATB segment. Congratulations to Fang.
Look! A new path! Maybe that thing did save us.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to call it a sign of me being right. No?
Yeah, no one's willing to admit that
Listen,
you're right.
keep our eyes on the goal and we'll figure something out. All right.
Hey, Sarah. So I guess being a Lassie doesn't have to mean you can't do what's right, does it?
No one ever said it did. That was you guys.
Here's a shocker for you.
So we could go back
It's time to
and
replace the
save,
barrel
but there's
of our
probably
plant.
another save point up ahead.
Splendid.
Whatever it is the Fal'Cie want, we're the ones who decide what we do.
That's what I'm planning on anyway. I hope I'm not wrong.
Oh, hey! Look at that!
What? Oh. An airship?
And it's from Grand Pulse.
Oh, I mean, it looks
I guess
weird,
it was one
so...
of this Ark's weapons, or something.
That's a gate to Grand Pulse.
So what? That's our exit? Host or bust?
Could be one of Daisley's traps.
Well, that's not good. Do you think it might take us to Eden?
I'm doing the flying. No more of these ships taking charge of our travel plan stuff. The only place this thing is taking us is where these boys tell it to.
You're gonna do fly-by-wire?
That is a Grand Pulse ship.
Really? Leave it to me.
Either way, we're on borrowed time. So we might as well go. We get lucky, maybe we'll even turn up some way to get rid of these goofy tattoos.
Yeah.
But there's no way to do that.
You don't
You
know.
never know. Maybe we just didn't think to look for one.
If nothing else, we know Cocoon's safe for the time being. I'd say it's worth going to take a look.
Maybe. But what about your dad?
Eh.
I made him a promise. I promised him to keep going and do what I had to. He said only I would know what that was. The world's full of lies.
That is
There's no way of
truth.
knowing what's right. All we can do is believe in ourselves.
Also truth.
It's easy to sit back and let people trick you.
Wow,
Like
this
how
kid is
the
really
Santa Man
wise for
felt
his
thinking
age.
that a Lassie was some sort of monster. I'm done with their lies. Fal'Cie, this whole focus thing.
He's much
From here
wiser
on
beyond
out,
his
I use
years.
my eyes. Think. And act. I might not make all the right choices, but as long as I'm the
And
one
he
who
does not
decided what
sound
to
like a
do,
child.
there's nothing to regret.
Even children forced into extraordinary circumstances don't grow up that quickly and become effectively full-fledged adults.
All right, let's do it. I'm with you. Bad choices and all.
Of course, I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out. Pulse is hell, you know.
Oh, is it now? How many times have you been there?
None. But I want to go and see what it's like for myself.
Okay, people.
One of these days he's gonna miss and that thing's gonna just go like flying off somewhere. As someone who used to frequently throw things and try and catch them, that's always what happens. Always.
No one ever said the future'd be easy. the glimmer of a dream, somewhere in the sky that night.
What were they celebrating?
That we could change our fate.
I mean, we know what Vanille and Fang were celebrating. They were no longer crystalline. So, I mean, hell, that's one hell of a celebration right there.
Come and gone.
But what was that fireworks festival for? Especially considering there's a newly discovered pulseless sea right there. Or fal'Cie right there.
You did it!
Yeah, I told you, didn't I?
You really actually didn't do that much. You just went through a gate.
Playful little critter, isn't he?
Yeah, we'll play with someone else.
Happens all the time.
He thinks we're lunch.
Yeah, like on the seafood buffet.
Seafood, cute.
Actually, that was pretty good.
Fang! Get him!
I'm on it!
Wow. Oh, okay.
Here! Here goes!
Hey! Over here! Yeah!
You okay?
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Grab on!
That could have been worse. That could have been worse.
Home sweet home. Welcome to Grand Pulse.
Reminds me of Zendikar in appearance. I mean, there's no floating hedrons, but aside from that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and call it right there. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out tonight. I especially want to thank Kassan for participating in chat, and Twan. Thank you guys very much. Remember that tomorrow, starting at noon until we finish it and give away all the awesome stuff, we'll be playing Telltale's The Walking Dead: A New Frontier, along with a whole bunch of giveaways. We have our events page where you can set yourself a reminder if you need one. I'm also going to be throwing the links up on Twitter for when we start and at the when we're getting ready to do each giveaway. The rules for the giveaway will be in the chat, and I'll be saying them periodically throughout the beginning and middle and end of the game. So I hope you'll join me for that. I just want to thank you all for coming and hanging out with me tonight. It's been a pleasure having you all here. Have a wonderful night, and I hope, again, you'll join me tomorrow and on Monday when we will continue Final Fantasy 13. Have a good night.